Good morning, everybody. It's Michelle here. I was in my craft room this morning and trying to clean up some of my mess. And I was going through some of the tag stash I have, and I noticed that I'd had one of these, just this. I had these two pieces sitting in there, and I was just going to throw them in the garbage. I wasn't sure whatever to do with them. So anyway, but then I got kind of thinking. I said, well, I'm sure there's something that I can do with these pieces. And just to show you, I made this punch like with this tab punch. That's how I made it. I have tons of these little manila tags, and so I just punched it out just to just to kind of see the shape of the tag. And anyhow, of course I didn't throw it out because there's always something you can do with them. So I thought what I would do is I just kind of leave things sitting on my desk when I'm trying to be inspired by stuff. And I was going through this beautiful journal once again that I won from Tinkiella. She is on YouTube and Instagram. Anyway, I won this journal a few months back, and it's just so beautiful. And I just find her stuff so, like, not rustic, but I don't know. I really like it. It's there. It's really nice. And so inside the journal there was this tag, and it pops out like that. And these little round tabs I just love. Anyhow, so I thought, well, maybe there's something I can do that, because I follow lots of different journalers, and I take a lot of their ideas from them, and and I work them and I try to make them my own. But anyway, so I thought if I could make something like this with these pieces. So what I ended up doing was I took this piece and I just put it in front of like an Edith Holden page, and sewed it on. I just said, well, I'm just going to sew them on and see what happens. And so I did. I did that, and this is kind of what I ended up with. So I put a piece of Edith Holden on the back and sewed the image into that one, and then just made like a little journaling card for inside where I could use the little round tab sticking out because I think they're so cute. Anyhow, so I thought I would just show you how I did it, or kind of the process. So I just cut out the tags with my punch. That's the first thing I did. This could easily be done with if you just take a tag that you already have, or cut a piece of cardboard into a tag shape, trace it onto manila folder or some type of a cardstock, and you could use an X-Acto knife, or you could cut, like, just slice a hole in the middle of it, and then just cut out your shape from there. So you don't actually need the punch, although the punch is very handy. It can be done without it. Anyway, so then the next thing I did, I sewed the tag onto the image, and I thought, I'm going to turn on my camera and I'm going to make this a tutorial if anybody's interested. So anyway, so I've sewed this one on. So now I'm just going to sew this one on, and then I'll just show you what I do next. So just hang tight. I could probably pause the video, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to just keep going with it and maybe chat. Anyhow, it's Sunday today, and it's beautiful, beautiful snowy day here. I just love the snow. Mind you, it is a little chilly. Don't really like the chill, but love how pretty it is outside. Maybe I'll take my camera off after and show you out my window what I get to see in the daytime. And tomorrow is Remembrance Day for us here in Canada. Okay, I'm not doing the greatest of jobs, but I think it'll work. I was trying to get my machine in the camera too, but that just doesn't happen. It's too awkward to try to get my camera or my sewing machine into the frame, along with all my my supplies. Okay, so then this is what I ended up with. Yeah, see, I didn't do a very good job down here. Or up here. But anyway, I'll clean that up after, or I might not even use that one. But so then what I do next is I'll just I'm just going to cut these tags out off the main sheet, just so that we can work with them separately. Sorry, I didn't plan this video, so I I didn't plan anything to really speak about, and I'm kind of winging it here, so bear with me. I don't want to go real fast, because then that's when I make way too many mistakes. So I just cut the tag out from the main Edith Holden page. And yeah, there's stuff on the back too, but that's all right. So then what I do is then I took another piece of Edith Holden and just decide which image I like. This is really pretty. So I think what I'll do is I'll use that as the back of my tag. So then what I'll do is I'll now sew around 3 sides of the tag and then cut the main page off. And yeah, I guess it would be kind of nice if you guys could see what I'm doing here, but I'll show you after. Okay, this should be pretty quick. I'm using a different machine than I usually do too, and I don't think this one likes the paper quite as much as my really good machine. My other machine that I use for everything. Okay, I see what I did. I got a little bit confused there for a second. Okay, so I'll show you what I did. So then what I did is, oh, I did do it wrong. Okay. Well, see, like I said, I didn't practice this before I came on. So I think what I'll do, no, I don't want to use that one. Anyhow, see this one here, I sewed it up here. This one here, I sewed down there. So, you know what? Okay, so I screwed up there. I ended up sewing it along there when I actually meant to sew it along there. So what I did is I just put a piece of paper there to make it look like a piece of washi or something to that effect. Anyhow, I didn't want to throw it out, and it was a beautiful Edith Holden page too, so I wanted to save it. So now what I'm going to do is just cut the tag from the main picture. Just put that aside. And then I'm going to just trim this top part off. Try to make a straight line. The camera is right at my head, so I can't get in real close without smacking into the camera. So I'm just going to clean this edge up here a bit. And then this side. And there. Anyhow, it's not perfect, but you know what? I don't see a lot of things that are actually all that perfect on junk journals. Anyhow, okay, so this is now the little pocket that the little journaling card is going to go into. And also, I just realized that I forgot to distress this edge inside, because I did it there and it looks nice, but you know, c'est la vie. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the little journaling card for the inside. So I'm just going to take a piece of like a scrap Edith Holden page, And then I'm going to take a scrap of coffee dyed paper. And then what do I need? I think I need about, looks like about 2 1/8. 2 1/8 by about 3 1/2. So if I just go, sorry, I don't mean to have to measure, but 2 1/8. That's not, yeah, that's right. So 2 1/8. So actually no, because I want that image in there. So we'll go like that. We'll just line this ruler up to that little mark that I just made and make sure it's all straight. It's about 2 1/8. And then we'll cut that off. And what did I say? It's about 3 1/2. I want that writing, I really want the writing in there, so we're gonna go up from the bottom. We're gonna go up 3 1/2 from the bottom. That's about 3 1/2 right there. Just take my little cutter, just go across. Okay, so let's see. That's close enough. Is it going to fit into our little slot? Oh, perfectly. Okay, so then I'm just going to quickly sew this scrap piece of Edith Holden onto the coffee dyed paper. And then I am going to do some distressing. I sure hope I remember. This should go pretty quick. Only 4 sides. This machine definitely works better. Makes nicer stitches the faster I go. It makes not very nice stitches when I'm going too slow. So let's just get that in there. Do a little back stitch, and then we'll just cut that off. Except my cutter is broken on my machine, and they wanted over $150 to fix it. So I said, no, I have a pair of scissors. They'll work just fine. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is cut the writing card out of off the page. It might be quicker just to do this. I don't cut very straight though, so that's why I don't like to do this, but sometimes with these piddly ones, when the light's not right, it's hard to see where this line is straight. Okay, so I forgot one thing on here. I want to make a little cut in there, but I don't want to cut into the stitching. I should have done that before. See, when you're on camera, you forget things, and I didn't write myself a list. But anyhow, so I should have cut it first so that I could have stitched around it, but I didn't. So now I'm just going to put, it's going to be the tiniest little cut. Yeah, because I don't want it to go into my stitches, so that when I've got the card in there and I've got the little round pieces sticking out, it won't be, sorry, distracted much here. It'll look like a pocket is what I'm trying to say. So I think what I'm going to do for the little round pieces is I'm going to cut out, I think, the words, because I think that looks really nice inside the on the card, like attached, because we've already got the images, right? So this font is always so beautiful on Edith's pages. Okay, so now I'm going to do some distressing. I'm sorry about this, but it needs to be done before I attach it. And so we'll do that. And actually what I'm going to do is get this card done now too, so that I don't forget. Just a quick little, you know, distressed edge. Should probably get the back as well. I know I could do that after, but when I finish doing the project, I want it to just be done. I don't want to have to do fiddly little details just to have it finished. So then I'm going to do the journaling card now. And I'll do the back of that one as well. Okay, slow down, Michelle. Slow down. Like my little bracelet? It's little buttons. I bought it on a trip to, oh no, the trip I was telling you about in that last video I took. We were in New Brunswick. And they have a cute little crafty shop that I went to and got a button bracelet. I saw it there and I just went, okay, that is the cutest thing. I probably bought it more for inspiration than I did for actual wearing, but to be honest, I like wearing it. It's cute. So I'm going to put this dot around the middle of the card, and I'm going to put it in quite far because we didn't get a very big hole here. So I don't want it, you know, really, really sticking out like crazy. Although I might regret those words. We'll see. Let's see how this turns out, and then I'm just trying to put the words kind of upright. I think that looks really pretty. It gets simple, but it gets pretty in its, you know, in its simplicity. So there's the card with the little round tab. And then I just pop it in there. Okay. Now, I actually think this is pretty darn cute. So there you have it. I did these little tags. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pop a little hole in there, and then I could put the string on. Oh, this punch hole is a bit bigger than the actual hole that's there, so we're not going to use that. I'm going to use my crocodile. So I'm going to put that right where that, yeah, there, that worked. And then I'm going to grab myself a little piece of string. Should probably put that lid on. Little piece of string. I like to come in from the back. So I think what the reason, the reason I was making these is I wanted to clean up my stash or my room after the last projects I finished when I came across that original tag there. But I'm starting to put little packages together for some, I've got a bunch of travelers notebooks that I just completed that are going into my shop, and I wanted to make some little, you know, just some little giveaway packages with the purchase of those journals. And so that was another motivator to make these tags. Okay, I think that's really cute. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Little writing card. Let's just put them down here so that you can see them before I sign out. How's that? Are you even in frame? Have you been in frame? Okay, good. Anyhow, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you try to make these, or make them, because they're not difficult. It's just glue, and you don't even really need to stitch if you don't want. Just glue them, and I just noticed some part that wasn't distressed. And yeah, do it. They're great for scrap paper or scrap images. And I just happen to, like everybody, not everybody, but I have 1,000. I have hundreds, actually. This is not even all of it, but of Edith Holden pages that I just keep hoarding and hoarding and hoarding. And I keep wondering, why am I hoarding them? Because they're beautiful. They make beautiful projects. Anyway, this is the inspiration. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, right, and I forgot. I mentioned that I would show you what my view is out my window. This is outside in the front of our house, and that's all the snow. Isn't it beautiful? I think so. Okay, bye.